laboratory joined the Laboratory Response Network, which is a national and international based network of laboratories, in 2009. At that time, we were officially commissioned to perform testing to identify agents such as anthrax and plague. In point of fact, over the last few years, the most common agent that we have identified is a select agent, which means it's an agent classified by the federal government as being dangerous, is brucella. And brucella most often causes human infections when people eat unpasteurized dairy products. And we identify about a half a dozen a year that come to us from hospitals where people very often are quite sick. The bulk of our work is to provide test results for hospital laboratories to identify bacterial agents of illness which may be one of these dangerous agents. We do that very regularly. And in the first few years of our operation, where we were consistently identifying anywhere from 30 to 40 culture isolates a year of the agent of valley fever, which at that time was classified as a select agent, one of those dangerous pathogens. It still is something of concern, but it's no longer classified as that type of an agent. We also work with the FBI that has to bring to us sometimes powders or letters or other objects, which fortunately we have to do very rarely, to rule out a large panel of agents that could include any one of these agents that have been weaponized by foreign countries or actually used on humans or animals. The advantage of the Laboratory Response Network, or LRN, is that a high-quality result can be obtained in 2 to 4 hours. And usually in these cases, it's ruling it out, which makes everybody breathe a lot easier, as opposed to waiting on edge for a week or more for something to come back from a distant laboratory. The public should know that we have some very well-trained laboratory scientists who are at the ready to perform these assays, most of which they wouldn't even know, because this occurs on a weekly or monthly basis, and the identification of agents has taken place, and because we can do it so rapidly, that any risk of transmission for certain types of agents, such as plague, is immediately brought to a halt. So I think people can probably sleep easier knowing that they wouldn't be waiting for weeks or even a week to get an answer.